What's up, soldiers? Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com. Always a pleasure having you guys here in the kitchen with me. Straight out of the oven, pineapple tarts, or as our chicken curry cousins call it, pine tarts. Stay tuned, you're gonna love this little baked little pastry filled with that pineapple filling. Hey, stay tuned. As you saw, I broke down that pineapple, a nice fresh pineapple I picked up at the grocery store there. But if you wanted to use the canned stuff, you can certainly do that. You need about 2.5 cups of the pineapple. And now what we're going to do is make the filling, which is pretty much a jam. So we've got the pineapple, we've got brown sugar, we've got some cinnamon, some vanilla extract, and something a little bit unique, a little bit different I like using, that is an orange oil. So you'll get it in the same area at the grocery store where you would buy your vanilla extract. A little bit different again, I like just a little touch of ground ginger. We also need, and you know, if you can afford, if you have it, by all means use fresh nutmeg. Not too much. Just a few little scratch in there. That fresh nutmeg, freshly grated, yo, it's insanely good, man. And the final thing I like going in with, some honey. That is totally optional as well. You can add more brown sugar if you wanted. If you wanted to add a dark brown sugar, you can certainly do that. It's totally up to you. You are in control of this jam. I've got this now on a medium flame. And what I'm gonna do is go in with the juice of half of a lemon in here. That acid will help to balance off the flavors and just, you know, make everything all nice and cozy up in here. That fresh pineapple will spring up its own juices. Now if you're using the stuff from the can, use the liquid and everything. As it comes up to a boil, you want to reduce it to a simmer, and you know, something low and slow. And we're gonna cook that for about 40 minutes to create that jam. Now you would notice that I did chop it up into different sized pieces. That is because I want some texture at the end. So you got some chunky pieces and we got that nice smooth jam that we're looking for. But it's totally up to you. If you wanted to use a food processor, by all means use that food processor. Notice how much liquid is already coming about there? Now along with that lemon juice, as I mentioned, that's going to help heighten the flavor, you want to go in with a pinch of sea salt. Yeah, a pinch. 55 minutes later, I turned off the stove and we have to allow it to cool down now. If you all notice, the color has changed. Got a lot of dark colors in there. Caramelization started happening. The sugar started coming together. And what we have to do now is allow that to cool down before we continue. So I'm just going to set it aside. Actually, I'm going to put it into a container and put it in the fridge for it to cool down. As it cools down, it will thicken up quite a bit. And I like my pineapple, well, the filling, this sort of jam, to be chunky. I don't want to eat my tarts, boom bam, nice big pieces of pineapple in there, nice and soft, and the flavors, the smell in here, man, it's incredible. All I'm doing is rolling out some puff pastry, and this is the easy way of doing it. Puff pastry straight out of the frozen section of your grocery store. If you want to see how to make this pastry on its own, you can check out my currants roll video and you will see how to make your own pastry. But this is the simplified or the easy way to do this. Then you're going to get a glass and we're going to cut them out like so. After you've cut them out, and if you notice, I already had flour on the surface there. We're just going to roll them out just a little bit bigger. Again, I'm using this is a rolling pin my mom had made for my daughters when they were younger, when they were smaller. Then you're going to need 2 eggs. I've separated the eggs. Here are the egg whites and here are the yolks. Give them a little whisk with a fork, and then you're going to just grab your little pastry brush and we're going to go around the circumference of it like so. Set this aside. Then we have the cooled filling. We're just going to grab a bit and put in the center, and if you haven't guessed already, these are going to be small pineapple tarts. And we're going to fold like so. Then we're going to fold like so. And then we're going to go this way. Like I said, these are small tarts that I'm making. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. 350. A fork. And we're going to prick these. And you will notice, yeah, I did make a couple big ones just to show you guys that we can do the big ones as well. If you wanted to line your baking tray with parchment paper, you can certainly do that. I'm going just as you see there. And the final thing we need to do, remember that the yolk of the egg, this is going to give it that perfect finishing touch. Just going to brush them on like so. Then it's onto the middle rack, 350 degrees, and let it do its thing in the oven. It took about 25 minutes. It's straight out of the oven now. As you can tell, the bigger ones will take a bit longer for it to darken up a bit. I'm going to put these 2 back in for it to darken up a little bit more. Sup, soldiers? Listen, if you enjoy this recipe, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and click that bell notification thing. If you've made the recipe, take a picture and send it to me. Email address down here. I mean, trying to tell people the email address, them butts will take the address and do all kind of thing with it. And tag me on Instagram at Caribbean Pot. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for being in my kitchen with me today. Alright. So there we go, pine tarts or pineapple tarts. Now, if you can source that orange oil, by all means use it. It will add a lovely flavor to the sort of pineapple filling or the pineapple jam that we made. So too the ginger, that ginger powder. If you have fresh ginger, yes, fresh ginger is the way to go. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com, pineapple tarts. Yo, you're gonna love these ones, man. You gotta give it a try.